So for day 1, I just had to finish whatever I wasn't able to finish last week, and I'm so happy because my supervisor is finally able to use these materials. And after which, he gave me these new materials to copy into a docs form for him to use. So as I was trying to make copies of the materials my supervisor gave me, I was having a little bit of an issue with the machine. So I asked help from my supervisors, but as you can see that they're struggling to find out what the issue is too. So it is really telling that no matter how long you worked in a specific place, you will always encounter issues that you may not know the solution of. So now with all those issues done, I can finally start inputting all these documents into a Word file and a PowerPoint file. The reason being is that all these documents are copywritten, therefore they cannot be redistributed to the participants of the programs. So as you saw that there were a lot of documents that I needed to input, so my other supervisors decided to help me out. They thought that if they were able to scan the photocopy and turn it into a PDF, that I may be able to simply copy-paste whatever's on the scanned PDF into the new Word file that I needed to have. Similarly to what my other supervisors had with the photocopying process, my other supervisors are also having problems with the scanning process, even with the new machine that they just got. So we decided that maybe we should just use the old machine because they'll do the same thing anyways. After all those failed attempts to try to make my job easier, I was still determined to find a way to ease the process because we all agreed that it would take way too long to have to look at a document and input it manually. So what I thought is that I am able to take a picture of the document, copy using a Google app the text within that document, and copy pasting it into the Word file from Google Docs. Now here's what I consider the most fun I ever had in my OJT experience, and that is helping out my supervisor with one of his programs. And not just helping him out by making the materials, but also helping him out with the setup of the actual program. Seeing the setup and the actual process of a training program really fascinates me, as I am very interested in how the flow of a program is created. What I mean by that is how much goes into making a training program, whether that be AV equipment or the materials I make, like the documents. Just these little things going into a single program truly appreciates what work my supervisor does. We also see how much work he does just by learning all these things that he needs to teach to the employees of the company. Being able to memorize all the things he needs to teach and compacting it all into a 4-hour program. As of now, I'm just helping him out with whatever he needs, such as the setup, like leaving all the documents on the tables, whether he needs more pens or more papers. I'm just there to help him. and he just guides me. Here is where I truly appreciate the kind of OJT that I have as compared to other interns who take recruitment or other menial admin work. Being an observer in one of these training programs is really fascinating because you see how much work goes into helping other people within the company to be better and to learn more, just like a teacher in school to a student. It shows me that even as adults, these people still need to learn a few more things when it comes to their job. Seeing what my supervisor does and having a front row seat in what kind of work he does makes me appreciate how much effort he puts into his work, and makes me think of how I want to be when I decide to work in an HR workforce. After taking a little break, I decided to say hi back to my other intern friends before I had to go back for the cleanup. My supervisor gave me the benefit of not having to stay for the entire training program, but asked me to always come back and help him with the cleanup. It is known that usually janitors or maintenance people do the cleanup and the setup of all these programs. But as my supervisor states, that it's best to ease the burden of actually having to clean up after yourself. So he asked me to just help out and pack everything in and bring it back to the department. And to cap off day 2, all I had to do is finish whatever I can for the typing out of the manual. Sadly, I'm still not halfway there and I still have more to go. So the highlight of this week was really the observation of the training program. I'm more or less just a few times a month to get to observe what he does, my supervisor, because the times I have to go to OJT is not the same time he has a training. So it really is a great opportunity for me to really observe what he does, and it goes to show how much work it takes into just like learning and teaching a training program. So after seeing that program, it really goes to show that what I'm doing in making those materials isn't really like going to waste. Rather, it is really being applied into what the company and what it needs. So it's really helpful for me. It's really a confidence booster for me to see that my work in under OJT is being used. And yeah, that's really it.